Hello everybody, good evening. It's the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Japan against Chinese Taipei in the quarterfinals here in Bengaluru, in India. Well, those Chinese players look excited, don't they? They just beat the Philippines to qualify for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. Their performances in Bengaluru, India have been thoroughly professional, but their next game might be a little bit harder if Japan can get past this dangerous Chinese Taipei team. It'll be Japan taking on China in the semifinals. In the other semifinal, we know that it's going to be Korea going up against Australia in a rematch of their group game. So, I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mick Bett. This is the fourth game that we have called today. Mick, I don't know about you, but this is why you go out and you do wind sprints and get into training for these types of things. And it's been exciting, Asia Cup with Australia and New Zealand taking part, and certainly Japan have been worth the price of admission, haven't they?
Yeah, well, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you might be. It's going to be another little matchup, fourth quarter final. We don't really think it's going to go any way except Japan's way, but Chinese Taipei have surprised a few teams. Not least who was it now, Jeff? They challenged the first game down. I can't remember who it was now, but it was a close game. Well, North Korea challenged them, didn't they? I think that's what it was. So Chinese Taipei will be looking to really get off to a good start here in terms of qualification for Spain. 3 teams already booked their ticket. 3 teams will go back to the hotel a little upset tonight and disappointed. And 1 quarterfinal left.
Well, hello basketball world. This is the FIBA Women's Asia Cup in Bengaluru, India. It's the game between Chinese Taipei and Japan, and it's the quarterfinal. The winner of this team will qualify for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. So the stakes are high. It doesn't really matter what you've done up to this point. You know, you win this game, then the pressure's off. You qualify for the World Cup. You lose it, not only do you not qualify for the World Cup, you don't have a chance to get a medal. So there should be some celebrations, although we haven't really seen any celebrations from the winners, because I suppose they all have that bigger thing in mind. They want to get to the podium. Now, Mick, Chinese Taipei, real quickly, as we look at the Japanese players being introduced, what did they do to beat this quick, lightning quick, fast Japanese team that looks so good under coach Tom Hovas?
Well, key number 1 has got to make some jump shots. Key number 2 got to get the ball down quick. And key number 3, they've got to get the most out of Bao Shilei, the number 17, or Joy Burke, as you might know her. The tallest player on the Chinese Taipei team. And that's going to be not easy. Making jump shots has not been easy for this Chinese Taipei team. They went 0 for 7 against North Korea and from the 3-point line, hit 8 against China, but lost by 40, and then 7 against New Zealand, 7 for 17, and still a game they led by, I think, 17 against New Zealand, and then blew it at the end.
We're going to have the playing of the national anthems for these teams, Chinese Taipei and Japan. Can't you just feel the electricity in the air? After that, these teams will meet, shake hands, and wish each other luck, though not too much good luck. Referees for today's game, it's a good crew. We've been impressed by their calls, I think, in this tournament. You only get this far if you've done a good job. And of course, they're always evaluated. So the good ones from today will then move on and do the games, the semifinals as well. And I'll let you tell us who they are, Mick.
Yeah, on the left there is Boyer from Australia, Cornelio from the Philippines, and Lebanon's Rabaj Nojam. So as you said, Jeff, a good crew.
Now it's interesting as you look at the rosters. Asami Yoshida of Japan, we think she's carrying a knee injury. You know, the knee where she had torn the ACL, and she's not quite the force that she has been, but her replacement has been fantastic. But let's talk about Chinese Taipei first.
Yeah, Bao Xilei, number 17. Obviously, everything will go through the 26-year-old there, 1.96 m. But they have a whole host of players that play perimeter. Watch out for 7, Lan, who's very decent. So Huang and Lo, Pin Lo, and Huang, Wu, and Bao will complement that starting 5. So it'd be interesting to see how they get on. Huang Fan Shan, I think, has been decent for Chinese Taipei. And as for
Japan, I mean, take your pick. They've had several players that have wowed us.
Yeah, they're a solid team. I like Fujioka's the one that's really taken the eye. She'll play number 1. Of course, Takada and Yoshida. Well, and the other point guard they've got is Mashida and Yoshida. Exactly, you're right.
Rui
yeah, those
Mashida.
two, yeah, they'll come off the bench. But I'm hoping that Fujioka won't start. As you can see, the Fujioka number 1 is right in front of the behind coach. If she's starting, then she's just sitting in the wrong place. Nagaoka, Asaki, Takada, the big 3, and then Yoshida. And Kondo is the 5th player, the shooting guard that comes in. There she's Kondo, number 20. But the big 3 for Japan in terms of Osaki, Takada, and Nagaoka will need a big start today. I thought Miyazawa came off the bench, number 52, played very well for her, 19 points. That's the first time she'd been in double figures in the tournament. That was the last game against Australia. No better game to play a big one. On your left there.
But that was that's Fujioka.
Yeah, it's Fujioka, not
Sorry.
Nagaoka. Nagaoka's 0, and we got the wrong stat up there for you. But I think the stats are right. They are Fujioka's stats, 18 points. And there's Coach Cheng. As the Chinese Taipei give it their best in the high five before the game, the shout.
So Tom Hovas, the new coach, well, he's been with the program, and effectively it's been his offense for the past few years, I think, and he's now the head man, and he's come here without Ramu Takashiki, the MVP of the last 2 FIBA Women's Asia Cups. I don't think this team could have played any better than they played against Australia, and that was a close game. They gave the Australians a good run for their money.
Yeah, you know what? And I said in commentary, I think I said maybe after the game too, that Australia without the 3s would have found another way to win. But what I saw today was an Australia team that huffed and puffed the 3rd period against Korea. Well, they didn't have a plan B that was successful. So I don't know. That's got to be still to be proved for me.
You're looking live here in Bengaluru, India. It's the FIBA Women's Asia Cup quarterfinal between Japan and Chinese Taipei. The winner goes to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup next year in Spain. So it's vamos, we're off. And the winner also stays in the hunt for a spot in the on the podium. Both of those 2, so it's a crucial game.
Yeah, big time game. Last big time game for both these teams. Favors to Japan. He's very surprised they don't come out with a decent victory here, but Chinese Taipei, you never know.
Chinese Taipei certainly threw a scare into New Zealand the other day. They had a a long spell of excellent play against China in the third quarter, although they were already trailing by big numbers there. They avoided an upset on the opening day against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and here they are drawing first blood.
Oh, Huang Fanshan showed exactly what she can do there. A little turnaround jump shot, or sorry, jump shot off the curl.
And the hold.
It's the foul hold from low pin, which I guess if you do the other way around, pin low, is a great term in basketball, isn't it? One of those names that belongs in basketball.
That's right, just like slam over of the Slovak Republic. Not that she's here. She played at the Eurobasket Women. Nagaoka starts off with a 3.
Yeah, she didn't make many the other day or 2 days ago, Nagaoka, so it'll be good to see her get into the score sheet early. Jeff, if you want to find out how Japan play against the bigger teams, you're going to find out today how they play Bao Shilei. Because by far she's bigger than any Japanese player.
Oh, and Bao Shilei goes up and puts herself on the SWAT team.
Gets an early dinner.
Joy Burke, as she's called down under where she plays. Also, she played at Arizona State in America. Moved over to the States. I think she was 12. Here she is, and she doesn't mess around. Right on cue.
Arizona State, is that the Sun Devils?
The Sun Devils.
Right? That's
yeah.
right, yeah. As
In the
opposed to
desert.
the Wildcats of Arizona, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Kondo, but she was off to the left, and Bao Shilei gets the rebound.
Now, they haven't utilized Bao Shilei down low yet, the Chinese Taipei team.
This is interesting. Look at this over here on the Chinese Taipei bench. We're going to see them take a page out of China's book. We're going to see 5 players enter the game.
4 or 5. Can you see a 5th there?
There's a 5th hovering in the background.
Oh, it's on the seat. There's a 5th on the chair, yeah, you're right.
Look at this. Now, what is this for, I wonder? To stay fresh?
Yep, I would think so. It's the only reason, because they've got off to a great start, 5-3. Just to really, maybe to confuse things for Japan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And Wang gets her shot blocked.
So 2 seconds on this shot clock, Jeff. I hope the Chinese Taipei team have seen it.
I suspect they have. So Lin's going to inbound it. Wang, yep, they saw it all right. And Asami Yoshida with the quick outlet.
Wow, look at this break. Oh, well, great hustle. Great hustle back by Lin.
Now, the starters were in for 2 minutes. And let's just see. Now, watch this. Kondo is going to come out, and Fujioka is going to enter the game, the star of this FIBA.
So you got 2 point guards on the floor now for China.
Yeah.
For Japan.
So Hovas doesn't want to mess around. He wants to get his speed demon in there as quickly as possible. You can hear Lin really barking out orders over there.
Not sure what the issue is here, but we're ready to go.
We've got a different presentation for the scoreboard today for the first time. It makes life so much better, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Very much easier to read.
Takada. A little bit of size advantage there. Takada sets the pick for Fujioka. Asami Yoshida whips the pass to Nagaoka.
Seen a lot of fouls from these smaller teams trying to box out, and the referees said it's illegal. Wong there, 11 with the foul. Just holding, I think, as Nagaoka went to the... Sorry, Takeda went to the...
And look at this. The starting 5 coming back in. It is a case of quite a chess match here. I've never seen anything like it.
No.
5 And this team, that team lasted all of 30 seconds. So now they've gone out, and I'm guessing they'll be coming right back in. Low. Are they hoping that they'll forget who they're guarding?
Wu. Quite possibly, quite possibly. I guess the thing is now they've got to get some shots made. Good look there from Wu. Number 12 for Taipei. You look at Fujioka when she gets into the half-court set, she gets so low to the ground. I always say getting your center of gravity is a key element in basketball. Get it down low as you can.
Here she is. Bounce pass, and already the Fujioka impact is felt.
What do we say?
Pass to Osaki.
10 assists last game. She'll be trying to get that up to the double figures again tonight.
Now, Mick, for those viewers who haven't watched Japan play yet at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup, Osaki is also the formerly named Yuka Mamiya. She got married in the past year. The answer, the jump shot from Huang Pingshin. So Chinese Taipei go back in front. Sami, and this time the bounce pass.
Well, that pass
ended up behind.
Right behind Nagi. I'm not sure what was going on there with
Yoshida.
Yoshida, yeah. Poor execution.
I think perhaps because of the magnitude of the game, maybe Japan might be slightly nervous, or is it jump to conclusions?
Well, Taipei have come out and scored, so there's an element here that Japan are going to have to focus, going to have to concentrate, don't make mistakes. Here's the low post play they're looking for. Yeah, it's a shame Low couldn't get that into Bao. Shilei was wide open.
Pass whipped out to Nagaoka. And Takada blocked by Bao.
Now, Jeff, I'm going to see here. You have to check the stats for me, but Fujioka made the pass down to Takeda. Now, if Takeda makes a free throw here, that should go down as an assist.
Here comes another 5. They're bringing out the 5 and bringing in the other 5.
I think it's just to keep us on our toes.
It's almost, I know we shouldn't talk about other sports during the telecast, but it's almost like ice hockey.
Yeah, getting the lines in, different lines. See, that's how much I know about ice hockey now.
Exactly. The starters have gone about 2 minutes each time.
And then rested for 30 seconds or so. Yeah.
We just saw the high fives. Lin now. If they have success today, you might see everybody do it. Oh, look at the pass again on a platter from Fujioka.
Well, there's your problem, isn't it? Your second 5 goes in, just press them. Put some pressure on them. No pressure coming here.
Chen on the baseline. The answer.
Well, that was the answer, wasn't it?
Ooh. That was a double dribble, wasn't it?
It was close, yeah.
She called it. Asami Yoshida, bounce pass. Osaki misses the layup.
Wow, you wouldn't say that. It's a tough miss, isn't it? In and out, hit both sides of the rim. Very unfortunate.
And Yoshida takes it right away. No look. What about that pass from Yoshida? And Takada this time missed the layup.
Unforgivable, that, Jeff.
That should have been an assist for Asami Yoshida.
Yeah.
And traveling. Okay, here comes the other 5.
Wow, that's a nightmare for the statistician. Got to log this quickly.
Yeah, because they have to enter every time different players enter the court.
Yeah.
Nagaoka rims out. Takada gets in, nowhere to go. And Bao Shile was in good defensive position there, doing a good job.
Jeff Nagaoka made a first 3, 0 for 2 nights ago, and has only hit 1 3 as a high in each game so far, and really she's missed her last 2. This Miyazawa played really well 2 nights ago against Australia.
She's gonna, and look at that Nagaoka. Ooh. Are they going to count it? Yes, they are. And a 3-point play opportunity for Nagaoka.
Wow, the speed of the turn of Nagaoka. Watch this. This is a post move, folks. Left, spin right. Wow. Where did she go? Wu says, now you see me. No, you don't.
Misses the free throw, though, and Japan's lead is just 2. Wu was short. Ooh, almost a hop, and that's going to be a charge.
Yeah, tough on Takeda. Never really turned around and saw where the defense was. Ran straight into it.
Look at this. Again, the spin, the charge,
good defense,
and the dead ball means it's time to bring in 5 new players for Chinese Taipei.
Just the 5th rotation.
There's a couple of players, though, that aren't getting in. Have you noticed that?
Now, yes and no.
I think the idea, more than confusing, has to be conditioning, because they know that Japan really like to get after you. But it's the question we're going to have to ask the coach after the game. Ching drives in and ties it up.
Well, Jeff, one thing is for sure, they've had a great start, so it's worked, whatever it is.
Fujioka, jump shot, in and out. Look at the rebounding for both teams. Chinese Taipei edging that, 8-7. And now the block from Kawamura. So Chinese Taipei with 6 seconds on the shot clock. You almost expect a new 5 to come in right now. What's she waiting on? Yao Ming, by the way, still in the house watching proceedings. Huang puts it up.
How patient can you be? An out of bounds play. We just get a layup.
Yep. Chinese Taipei back in front. And the other 5 coming back in. Nagaoka.
Beautiful basketball. Yeah, that's good basketball. Recognizing what happens on a pick and roll.
Chang gets it inside and misses the layup. Now Nagaoka snares it. Or Miyazawa, excuse me. Pass from Miyazawa into Kawamura. Chen, 4 on the shot clock, 3, and they're not going to get a shot off this time.
Yeah, solid defense there from Japan, and a chance to take the lead once again. I think 2's the biggest lead, Jeff, isn't it? I think Japan's led by 2 and Chinese Taipei by 2. Again, 5 for 5. This is the starters back in the game now, I think, isn't it?
Well, Bao started, so I think so.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know. Because Bao's out there.
Basaki. Ooh, almost dragged her foot. Machida takes a tough shot, and Bao just says, "This is my house, and if you want to enter, you're going to have to ring the doorbell." She swatted it. Already on the SWAT team. That's her second. She's got good extension deceptively, doesn't she?
Oh, yeah, she's long. Oh, yeah.
And now Nagaoka has fouled Huang Pingjin.
This is 2 shots, isn't it? Yeah, I think there's a Huang Pingjin was inside the 3-point line. It's a poor mistake to foul the jump shooter, that's for sure. Jeff, I know we got a long way to go, but this is eerily worrying for Japan.
And Machida misses, and Bao gets the rebound. And they're not even going to try. So first quarter belongs to Chinese Taipei. They lead it 15-13 over Japan.
Well, what a wonderful start for Chinese Taipei. You can't argue with that. Their game plan was put into place. The strangest game plan you've ever seen, mind you. We'll get a quick brief look at these stats, and Japan 28% and 1 of 3 from the 3-point line.
So a most bizarre game, in so much that Chinese Taipei have decided to rotate 5 players every couple of minutes or so. And I don't know if it's having an impact on Japan, but it certainly hasn't hurt Chinese Taipei. I mean, they're leading it in a low-scoring game, relatively low-scoring, 15-13.
Yeah, it's you remarked about it, never seen before, and that's, I agree with you. I've seen teams do 5-on-5, but in the first quarter, literally 6 times, 6 substitutions like that. That's pretty special. And all credit to them, because they lead by 2. The game plan's in place, and it's worked. It's definitely shaken Japan up a bit.
So we got Saki Mizushima, shooting guard, number 7, coming into the game. And Yoshida stays out there. Fujioka goes out.
Interesting, Jeff, because Kondo didn't get much of a run, did she? Because Fujioka was in quick. So Mizushima in at this stage is sending a statement from Tom Hovas that it's people out there not getting the job done.
And another miss for Japan.
Still offense there from Japan.
And the block. Is this a tempo thing? This changing of the team?
This is a take I've got on this. All right. So okay, you've gone through this 5-on-5 off, and it's obviously caused a little bit of a reaction in terms of unsettled the Japanese team. Well, now it's got for Coach Hovas now to start number 7, Mizushima, who I don't think we've seen her play much, have we? Mizushima, 5 minutes, didn't play against Australia.
Although we did think she was going to play more before the start. But
right.
Anyway, she was a surprise addition to the team.
Okay, so here she is, starting the second quarter. So If it's unsettled anybody more than him, he's unsettled Hovas, the head coach. So got to see how that develops. There's Mizushima here.
And Yoshida. Now, Mizushima penetrates, hands it off. Good help. They swing it, and they get off just in time.
Jeff, they're all over the place, Japan. And Mizushima's not quite in the sync of things either. She looks a little bit nervous, possibly.
Good D that time from Takada. Takada for the jumper. Well, minute and 15 seconds into this. Yep, all five getting up now. I knew it was coming. Huang Pengchen drives in.
Wow, very, very patient offense. Great
5-point lead.
Yeah, Huang up to the high post and drive. Beautiful stuff.
And Mizushima, and that's why they've included her in the team.
Yeah, and that was much needed.
Oh, it was a 2. I thought she had a 3, but she must have had her foot on the line. And now a chance to get a little bit closer. Yoshida looking more and more like the Yoshida we've grown to admire. Gets it up to Mizushima. Mizushima, a second consecutive basket. Have you noticed that? It seems like Osamu Yoshida's playing better today.
Yeah, she's definitely looking to increase the tempo, get that ball up the floor quicker.
And now the turnover. Yoshida, and it goes off of Mizushima.
Gotta think she went the wrong way there. I think Saki was just making a great cut.
This was her pass.
Yeah. And Mashida, well, it's Mizushima, excuse me, back-to-back buckets for her.
45会把你45度抵耐掉，那怎么办？讲过啦，抵耐的时候，所以我不要先，我是保持活球的班。被抵耐的时候叫他倒下来，我是不是修就直接就上来啦？对不对？那已经收球了，没关系，他倒下。那个 Joy， 换你来要，阿凡。
で彼女は外を行きたくないから、あれはああいうミスマッチもっともっと上手に頭使って。メイも17番すごい下がってダイブやったんでしょ。ダイブしないよ。アップ、エルボージャンプシュート。頭使って。自分のマークをちゃんと見て。でディフェンスから行こうよ。
Doesn't seem unduly, well, doesn't seem upset. Doesn't seem, it seems like he knows what he wants, and he's just communicating it beautifully in Japanese.
Jeff, he's just come up with a change of plan. He's put Mizushima in, the number 7 for Japan, then she just hit 4 points. So he's over the moon because he's put something in place that has injected something of energy into this team, and now he thinks he's got the ascendancy. So that's why Coach Chen called timeout. Try and reverse the fortunes for Chinese Taipei, even though they're only down 1.
And it's Yoshida blocked, and that leads to another break. And guess who? Mizushima. She had double digits, I think, in her warm-up games, and we expected more from her, but she didn't really play that much in the group phase.
She had 7 points in 19 minutes first game. They blew out the Philippines by 40.
And suddenly you feel Chinese Taipei starting to unravel a little.
Yeah. It's got to hang on a bit. It's a great run from Takada. Unlucky.
Well, it was good hustle back. That was Wang who got back and got a hand on it. Here's Mizushima, look. rebounding totals. And now another opportunity.
Well, Miyazawa's just set, I don't know which defender it was, just set him up big time here. Wang, is it? A little jab step to the right. There you go, back again. And Wang can only foul. Lin, it is 27. Now we're seeing a bit of daylight between these two teams. Japan playing very, very quickly. 5 in, 5 out again.
And as uncomfortable as that first 10-minute was for Japan, they seem to have taken control. But Bao missed the layup, gets it back, and draws the foul. She's going to be mad at herself.
Oh, she will, especially if she misses a free throw. Easy 2.
So Joy Burke or Bao Shile makes the first. Misses the second. And then almost Chinese Taipei almost get it, but Chang couldn't control it. Or Wu Yingqi. Japanese fans in attendance starting to make some noise. That time the bounce pass from Yoshida led Mizushima just a bit much. She's trying to do the right plays. Just seems to be off a step.
Yeah, just inaccuracy, and that's the second time she's tried a backdoor bounce pass.
Now the pass inside. Chinese Taipei pull back to within 1. That was Wu. Her first make. And then Miyazawa lost control of it in the lane.
Saki gets the foul here, Jeff. Just they all got tangled up underneath. So Bao Shile, and there's a move from Wu, 12. Just dropped in.
Yeah, it did. Chinese Taipei can reclaim the lead. Fanshan. Huang Fanshan to Low. Mizushima over to Asaki. Now Mizushima. Go!
She's been waiting on that bench, Jeff. Give me a chance, coach. Give me a chance. Now they're gonna leave Mizushima in and take Yoshida out, I'm sure, because Fujioka's on the bench.
Mizushima is almost kind of like a secret weapon.
Absolutely, yeah.
The way she's, the way it's turned out. Now just inside the arc, it's good for Wu. Yoshida into Takada.
Yeah, it's pretty basketball, pretty basketball. Great vision from Yoshida.
Oh, good hands from Takada. Forces the travel. So Fujioka in. Asami Yoshida goes out. All 5 Chinese Taipei players will go out as well, and wholesale substitutions. Fujioka back in the game. Asaki gets it. Mizushima passes back. Nagaoka now. Fujioka
Shot clock was down to 7 when she took that shot.
Lands past, gets away from Wang, and now up to Osaki. And Japan have their biggest lead of the game, 29-23.
Outstanding pass from Fujioka once again.
But Japan get caught napping.
Yeah, they all got back, but nobody picked the furthest player back.
Oh, look at the explosion from Fujioka.
Just turned the corner, Jeff. Got you excited, that's good.
That's her first deuce. Now Lin. And the air ball by Chin.
Here
now
she goes
Fujioka.
again.
This is where she's good. Diagonal, Mizushima. And she was short. Six-point lead for the Japanese. It's been one of the more interesting games of the tournament for a couple of different reasons. Mizushima has become a factor, number 7 for Japan. See her tucking her shirt in. And also this policy or this strategy of bringing in on every dead ball for after like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 5 new players. And how would that affect your rhythm if you're playing, I wonder?
Well, as long as you know, I think the 5s have been fairly consistent, haven't they? 2 players have been left out each time.
Huang Fanshan
Well,
pulls up.
doesn't affect them at all, does it? Because Huang Fanshan just stepped in the court, nails a jump shot.
Osaki backdoor cut. Mizushima. Boy, what a development. 11 points. And that's a game high. Off the glass, but then nobody got the ball. And Tom Hovas says, I've seen enough. I'm going to call a timeout.
Yeah, he likes everything except the going after the ball on a missed shot. Unforgivable.
So Japan guilty of ball watching, and Chinese Taipei take advantage. Here it is again. The miss. And it was Fujioka that should have snuck in there and got that rebound.
意味わかんない。ゴール下ずっと立ってる。意味わかんない。行け。うちのペースになってターンオーバーとか変リバウンドとかしないとかトランジションディフェンスピックアップしないとかあれは足りないだよ。
杀到会出去，你注意，因为他的 battle 的时候你要来帮忙，这个 battle 你要帮忙，哦，或者是他拿球1对1也是你要来帮，因为台下都是你的，可以吗？哦。
刚刚那个 backdoor 的时候，我是在 top， 我不知道这边为什么没有人在3分线。
当然没关系，等一下你可以多注意方。
So back to live action here with 1:24 to go in the first half. And is that a moving screen on Osaki?
Yes, it is indeed. Didn't see much wrong with it, but the referee was closest to the action, so I guess must have seen something he didn't like.
And now the turnover, nope. Bao gets it back. She can hit that three. Huang Pingchen drives in. And Nagaoka gets the rebound. Now Osaki goes baseline, and I'll tell you, it's tough shooting over Bao. Look at Fujioka, and they're scrapping away. Chinese Taipei still, you know, they would have probably settled for this position before the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, they had an offense to make it a 2-point game just now. Tough play on Wu there. Good play from Nagaoka. Let's draw that foul. Yao Ming's still in the house up there, Jeff. I think it is, isn't he?
She is, yeah. He's intrigued by all of the comings and goings of Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think they'll send 5 to the changing room at halftime and then bring them out and put the other one in? Huang comes up with a steal. It's been a frustrating 20 minutes, I think, for Tom Huvas. Certainly frustrating last few minutes. Fan Shan. Wu. And Fujioka avoids the foul. Osaki. Off the back of the iron. Bounce pass to Low. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Did Osaki take it too fast? Yes, she did. And now free throws, and Huvas can't believe a foul was called.
It's against Osaki. 6 is.
But this doesn't happen if Osaki doesn't take the early jump shot. Do you know what I mean?
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a mental mistake.
You know, there's a school of thought the point guard doesn't give it up until you're ready to shoot the ball. You know, so when the point guard gives it up, everybody knows they're going to shoot the ball.
Meanwhile, Bao just got a little bit of love from the rim.
Yeah.
Bounced high up and came down. And look at the smile on her face. She's enjoying herself. She didn't get any love that time. So it's Japan leading it 33-30 over Chinese Taipei at the break here in the FIBA Women's Asia Cup quarterfinal.
Numbers there, Jeff. You'll see the misery for Japan. 12 of 29 and 2 of 5 from outside out. Only 4 3 throws for Japan. That's going to hurt them. Rebounding's even. Assists in favor of Japan by 4. But at 33-30 at halftime, this, I'm afraid, is Chinese Taipei's best position of the tournament so far. You think of the North Korea game, they almost lost. Well, now they just put together 20 minutes, their best 20 minutes of the tournament.
So you don't want to miss the second half. We'll be right back. It's Japan leading it 33-30 over Chinese Taipei.
definitely the best.
So, can you send me that link so I can look at it later? The interview with Scaramucci. 33-30, the lead for Japan over Chinese Taipei in the final quarterfinal of today here at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. And it's been a most interesting game. Just real quickly before we talk about it, let's just remember that earlier today, Korea beat New Zealand 64-49. Australia won 81-48 over the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And then it was China rolling to a big win over the Philippines, 117-43. So this is the last one. Now, the ramifications of all of these winners and losers, well, the winners clinch spots in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup next year in Spain. The losers, well, they're not going to make it. The other thing is the winners obviously stay in contention for a spot on the podium here in Bengaluru, India. So it's been a strange old game. You know, I would have thought that maybe Japan would have blown this thing open already, but Chinese Taipei, perhaps a little bit of strategy, subbing in 5, bringing out 5. It seems to be paying dividends.
Yeah, it definitely shook Japan to the core during that first 10 minutes. Luckily, Japan have responded. And all credit to Mizushima, the number 7 for Japan. We didn't see against Australia. Came off the bench today, and Tom Hovas had perfect confidence in the number 7. She's 11 points of Japan's 33, all in that second quarter. So
they've got a name for somebody like her. You know what it is?
The microwave. No? Well, the coming on second quarter, getting the job done person.
I think in a broader sense, she has been the X factor.
Oh, well done, Jeff. Well done. Yeah.
The X factor.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's going to get out there and sing and dance. I know you might like to see that. No. I know you enjoy seeing that X factor type thing. But no, she has come out and really shaken things up. And actually what she's done is she's kind of, you know, brought some relief to Japan, restored some confidence. But what you see is with Hovas, he doesn't look happy, which is a bit, if I'm a Japanese fan, I'm a bit nervous.
Oh, he was unhappy they didn't get back on defense one time. He's unhappy he didn't pick up an offensive rebound. So Mizushima will be Mizushima the Shaker. There you go.
So we'll see if they continue with their policy of, I wonder if it's she's done it to help her team because she finds the Chinese Taipei coach that her team loses concentration maybe.
Well,
where they have these bad runs.
Well, one thing is they're not going to get tired, are they? I mean, you've gone a whole first half. They're probably, the minutes are fairly spread. I would imagine the starters might have a few more minutes overall, but sorry, just lean over. 12, 13s, yeah. Not bad.
Second half action underway here in Bengaluru, India, between Chinese Taipei and Japan. And it's turning into a right old difficult game for the Japanese. Chinese Taipei making things very awkward. And Takada comes out and makes a good play defensively.
Did well there. Could have easily got a foul against her.
Interesting, Mizushima remains in the game as well. Osaki puts up the jumper.
Yeah, I think
takes it up to a 5-point lead.
Well, there's a choice between Kondo or Mizushima, and Mizushima wins hands down after that second quarter, and she deserves. And Coach Hovas has rewarded her for that excellent performance.
A nice answer for Chinese Taipei with the mid-ranger from Huang Fanshan. Yoshida over to Mizushima, and she was short. Osaki couldn't get the rebound, or didn't get the rebound. Now, are they going to get it over? No, they're not. And that was the ramifications of Huang Fanshan not wanting to be tied up.
Holding on to it too long, yeah.
I think in the end it might have been better to...
Well, I just wonder if, I don't know who was standing over her, but whether she deliberately didn't want to go for the ball because she knew the seconds were running down.
If that's the case, she was very crafty.
Very smart, yep.
Very intelligent. She showed a lot of savvy. Nice turn and shot from Nagaoka.
And Naga played pretty decently today. Double figures for her, 11 points now.
Yeah, she struggled a little bit against Australia.
She did
But
indeed,
she's gotta
Jeff.
come back
6
today.
points.
She had played well before that in other games. I think a lot of players struggled against Australia, to be honest. Now the turn on the baseline, and Huang Fangshan gets the loose ball, then low, puts up a three. It was a costly second opportunity that Japan allowed.
What a
Mizushima, and trying to make a quick pass, and Takada hustled over to get the loose ball. Nagaoka for three, and rims out. Look at Asami Yoshida keeping it alive.
Well, Chinese Taipei, Jeff, the closer they make this, the longer they take this run on, the more nervous the Japanese players are going to get. You talk about a shock victory. This is it if Chinese Taipei pull this one off.
It would be the shock of all shocks. Three-pointer, and was that a foul in the lane, or was that a foul on the shot?
It's on Nagaoka on somebody. It's on the end line. It's obviously on the box out.
Oh. She pulled.
And that was a previous
that was
one.
yeah.
This is a three from low pin.
And now the 5-second violation on Huang Fangshan.
That was unfortunate too, because here's the 5 for 5. So 2 minutes and 30 in.
Nice pass, and this time Osaki, formerly known as Yuka Momiya, puts it up and in. And the quick pass to Bao. Huang Fangshan gets it and is fouled by Asami Yoshida.
Yeah, Yoshida just a little, just hanging on to, I think, opponent. Yeah.
Look at this.
Slips the screen and then straight to the hoop for Osaki.
Okay, so it's taken a while this time, but 3 minutes in, and we've got wholesale substitutions again. Nagaoka and Mizushima leading Japan with 11 points each. Len pulls up, that's off, that's an air ball. Osami, a chance to run. Here's Nagaoka, she'll take it all the way. Oh, good quick recovery, and it goes off of Nagaoka.
Lan, quick hands from Lan.
Hovas thought there was a foul. Watch this, we'll get a good look. No, that was a good no call.
Yeah, I don't think she even touched it, Lan.
Great officiating. And we had the benefit of the replay. The ref had to watch it in full speed. Motion. Wang. Lan. Lin. And bad possession this time. You know, maybe Japan, if they're going to get it going, they've got to ratchet it up on the defensive end. Not only lock down in the half court, but get some more opportunities.
Absolutely. As the starters coming back in too. That lasted 30 seconds.
And you say Takada, I say Takada! She made it, and now it's 41-35.
Timeout Chinese Taipei, Jeff. They don't want to take any chances. 6-point lead now. It's as close as it gets.
Here it is again, Takada. She's played well in the second half. As has Nagaoka. I mean, some of the Japanese players, as well as Osaki, they seem to have struggled early, but they seem to have snapped out of it a bit. But the problem is, for them, this Chinese Taipei team keep hitting big shots and getting plays and keeping it close. Are you surprised, having watched Chinese Taipei in the group phase, that they've been able to keep it this close?
Oh, very surprised. This is, like I said, this is been a frustrating game for Japan. They've not really played their best. They're playing pretty good now. But it only takes a couple of shots, Jeff, for Chinese Taipei to peg them back again. All of a sudden, we're in a real ball game.
Chinese Taipei have really been the team of mystery in this FIBA Women's Asia Cup, haven't they? I mean, they barely beat the team that we thought was going to be the worst in the group, in fact, which they were, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Then they later on, they got up by 17 against New Zealand, but then couldn't put them away. They looked like world beaters against New Zealand for a while there. But here they are against Japan, the two-time defending champions, giving them everything they could want and more. Oh, look at this, quickly. And what a pass. What a pass from Osami Yoshida. She's back.
This might be the turning point of this game right here, this next couple of minutes. Now's the time you put Fujioka in, maybe, to get this pace of this game up a bit.
Saw the fast break points, 12 for Japan.
I'll tell you what, Yoshida's got some assists, that's for sure. She's done really well.
She has done well today. And if in fact her knee is bothering her, it's a brilliant effort, because they need her to be. Look at that. She sneaks in, gets the steal. Now Mizushima, the X Factor, at the line, off the iron. Two players that were so influential before, Fujioka and Mashida, haven't really been able to make that much of an impact today. Huang tries to dump it down low to Bao, who took a shot to the face.
And Yoshida, Yusami Mashida was the one that read it so well, made sure that Bao didn't have an easy catch. And here's the
I wonder if Bao's okay. She's not complaining, but she's definitely hitting her head, or holding her head.
She's not a bad combo coming in here, Mashida and Fujioka.
Okay, so now we're going to see it.
The speed merchants.
Mizushima.
And Miyazawa as well. Good move here.
Looks like it's almost like Hovas is giving Chinese Taipei a taste of their own medicine by bringing in 3, but then he gets one-upped with Chinese Taipei bringing in 5 new players.
And this is a good opportunity here for Japan to take advantage with the second 5 against them.
Nagaoka, and gets it to go in. It kind of clanged off the backboard, didn't it? But it still went in.
Yeah, nice soft touch, that'll do.
15 points for Nagaoka. She's had a great bounce back game. Now the jump shot is good, the 3-pointer. And, you know, the lead had been 10, now it's 7. Japan right on the verge of blowing it wide open, and Chinese Taipei make a play. And I think the foul's on Huang. Yep, it is. Number 2. That's her first foul. Huang. Yeah, Huang, number 2. Nagaoka has been carrying it offensively here. Miyazawa's been quiet, 52. Here's Nagaoka. Good tap from Miyazawa, and they get it back to Fujioka. Rui Mashida pulls up and gets it to fall.
Soft
back
touch.
to a 10 points.
Really nice play. Low center of gravity with that dribble again, so important.
So as well as Chinese Taipei have played, they trail by 9. 3:19 to go here in the third. Good turn, good score from Huang.
We haven't seen much of Huang, have we, at all?
No.
10 minutes in total play before this game. 3 games.
And Fujioka banks it in. She says, don't forget about me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Machida, Fujioka, they got so much speed about them. Dynamic duo.
I'd like to see a foot race between those two. We'll start them at mid-court. Good. No call by the ref. 7 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Chinese Taipei ball. And now the replay of Fujioka. I like to call her the Japanese Blur.
Why?
Well, I know that Leandro Barbosa had already taken that nickname. Nice entry pass, because she's fast. Takada. Miyazawa. And Machida reaches over, knocks it out of bounds.
It's good basketball though, Jeff, isn't it? Fujioka to Machida. Machida cross-court pass to is it Miyazawa, I think it was. And deserved better. Still only a 9-point game though. A couple of shots to back in this.
Nagaoka playing the D, 2 on the shot clock. The shot forced up. Takada up to Machida. Grease lightning. Nagaoka earns a trip to the line.
Yeah, that is just lightning basketball, and the blur wasn't even involved.
Well, she's really taking up the mantle here. It was Mizushima in the first half, and now it's Nagaoka. Oh, that one rims out. So back to a 10-point game. Woo. Huang Tingshin, timely three-pointer.
Jeff, they're just so patient now, and they eventually will get somebody wide open on a perimeter.
And good hands from Bao Shile. Joy Burke. Starting to get the feeling now that the Chinese Taipei coach might leave her starters in a little bit longer.
At some point, you figure that's got to happen.
She's kept them fresh by having so many subs. Huang Pingshin gets a hand on it, goes out of bounds. Entry pass. Nagaoka, who else? 18 points. And Lowe was fouled before the drive by Fujioka.
That's tough on Fujioka, but Jeff, she should have the speed to stay with that. You know, I think she just rises up in her defensive stance, and therefore the offense just gets a little more of the advantage.
And the drive and the score. Up to 7 points now. They're not going away. Fujioka at the line. She's rebounded to miss is a Bao. Not out of the woods yet are Japan. Not by a long shot. Not by a long way. Woo. Shot clock ticking, and low pin travels.
Yeah, didn't get a great pass, did he? Did she, from number 12, Wu Yingqi? Had a couple of opportunities to get it right down, but
well, Takada for three. So Japan, well, a little bit better for them, but still Chinese Taipei right there. It's 52-45 in favor of Japan.
some better numbers from Japan that third quarter, Jeff. 2 of 9 from the three-point line, still not getting the job done. 4 for 7 for Chinese Taipei. That is not bad.
Korea, Australia, China. Who's going to join them in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup? Those 3 teams won their quarterfinals today. Now it's Japan and Chinese Taipei. And Chinese Taipei, maybe you could describe this as their best game of the tournament so far.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Jeff. This has been a good 30 minutes of basketball. You know, we thought this was there was only going to be one exciting quarterfinal, but I'll take it back. This is the second exciting quarterfinal. And of course, coming up, we got India against Fiji. There's a humdinger to come.
That doesn't whet the appetite. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Don't know what does. That'll be a Division B game. Asami Yoshida. She's had some terrific contributions today. Nagaoka, and she's really carried the team offensively here in the second half.
What a game! What a game!
21
set.
points.
Yeah, outstanding. Only 2 players in double figures for Japan.
Now Lopin finds Bao. And Asami Yoshida doubled down, and Bao traveled.
Yeah, that's the strength of Bao Shilei, that it's not quite there again. She's not a low post player at all. Give her the ball in the low post, she's not really as effective as on the perimeter. A little 15-foot square up, following in for putbacks.
That's the 15th turnover. You saw that for Chinese Taipei. Japan have 8. Asami Yoshida says, I'm taking it all the way.
Yeah, I think Japan have just got the measure of this one right now. A response needed from Chinese Taipei the next 3 minutes, or this one could be
a response need in this possession. Yep. Oh, and just a little lackadaisical. The ball goes out of bounds. The pass from Huang Pingchen.
That's a minute and 22 seconds there for Yoshida. Did the job. Rest that knee, and in comes the blur.
The Japanese blur.
Okay, yeah.
She's, you could find her in Marvel Comics. She's darting everywhere. You can't catch her.
Well, Dash is a good nickname for her. Dash.
Nope, she's already been called the Japanese blur. You have to call Dash, give that to somebody else. Perhaps Machido. She might like that.
Yeah.
So Fujioka Gets it back. Mizushima passes to the hot hand, Nagaoka.
Yeah, you can give her anything right now. She'll just knock it down. That is, especially after 2 days ago against Australia, where she was a right stinker of a mood because she was playing so badly.
Yeah, she was really the weak link against Australia. She was the weakest link.
Yeah, Japan have just tightened everything up, haven't they? Ooh, facial.
Lin makes you grin. That was a facial. Fujioka now into Takada. And Takada has to go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, pretty basketball again from Fujioka. What do we got for assists now? Yoshida must have a fair old handful.
And she should probably have more than she actually does, because I know they didn't convert some of the.
Yeah.
And she's got 8 assists, so we've seen the
Yoshida
best of.
And Fujioka 3. It's interesting to see whether she gets an assist if the ball goes and the free throw goes in here, because that was a nice pass. Scrutinize those stats there.
Both free throws are good. I feel kind of bad for Chinese Taipei because they were playing so well, and it's just all of a sudden here, Japan have just been able to shift into a higher gear.
Yes, they have. Yeah, absolutely. Just got the measure of what's going on out there. You made a point about, do you leave your starters out a little longer in the 4th period? Well, there's a little run there against the second team.
I mean, obviously 7:16 to go, anything can happen. It's not over. Don't go away, folks. This Chinese Taipei team, like we said, they're a tough bunch to figure out. Fujioka, she doesn't score on the drive, and that leaves the door open just a little bit here for another Chinese Taipei to get closer. And Miyazawa reaches in and commits the foul. It's the first team foul here of the 4th. Wonder what got into Miyazawa today. She hasn't really
I think
offensively been a factor.
Well, because Nagaoka's played so well, I was wondering whether Miyazawa's time's just been limited slightly.
She's played 16.5 minutes. She does have 3 points. Oh, look at Fujioka. Uh-oh, 3-on-3. Here comes the Japanese blur. And she whips it. There she is again. She's out on the perimeter. Where'd she come from? Now into the corner. Miyazawa. Takada's showed good strength today. Now that was over the heads of Mizushima. Huang Fanchan pulls up wisely and doesn't get the friendly roll. Now Nagaoka. And the dump goes off of everybody, including Chinese Taipei, but Japan have it. And Miyazawa, well, she wanted to get her taste of the action, and she airballed it. Low comes up to the top of the key. Huang Pingchen doesn't get it. A little bit of hand checking by Fujioka. And Chinese Taipei, when you're down 14 and you don't even get a shot off, that's not good.
Yeah, I think that's been the story of the second half, Jeff, in general. The defense applied by Japan, it's been outstanding. They just upped the tempo, and Tom Hovas will be more than happy with that.
Something he's not happy about right now. Look at him. So Nagaoka with the 23 points. I think he's having a go at.
それ以外いい仕事や
あ
ってますよ。でも走って毎回毎回毎
I
回。
know he's just communicating with Mizushima.
今
下去卡他，你冷静一点，冷静一点，先看你前面是谁，哦，不要照方法，
They've got
不要
the,
照方法。
you know, it's not a matter of having the depth
加油！
against Japan for Chinese Taipei. I mean, they've got a deep bench.
节奏要再快点。如果
We've seen it all game long. Goodness me. I mean, they've been shuffling them in left, right, and center. 5 in, 5 out, 5 in, 5 out. They've got a little bit of height with Bao, Jaleh. Maybe some size they're missing to be able to be as combative. But then again, you know, Japan aren't the biggest team. They do have more size though than Chinese Taipei.
Yes, exactly right. Yep. They
Just
could-
thinking what the realistic expectations are for Chinese Taipei.
well, they're there or thereabouts. So they probably need another couple of players, I think, that can out and out score. Mind, a lot of teams could do with that.
Well, it's starting to get to a sense of urgency time here for this Chinese Taipei. They're trailing. They need some baskets, and Bao can't hold on to it with those Japanese coming in. And there with the left hand is Fujioka.
Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. Well done, Fujioka.
6 points for her. And a three-pointer. Gets it back to 14.
Well, she's closing this game out. There's no doubt about it. The number one for Japan, Fujioka, just really, as we said before, just controls the game, changes the game. Beautiful little layup there, little change of direction, change of speed. You call it what you want. There it is. Look at that crossover.
Yeah.
And the left hand is
If you're watching this game right now, you need to take a clip of that highlight, and that is what you need to do. You need to learn how to make that play if you're a guard. I mean, that's just. We've seen her do that like 3 times.
got it all, hasn't it?
Ooh. Misfires. So Chinese Taipei stay within 14. Now Lin, shot clock. And once again, good defense from Japan. No shot for Chinese Taipei. 4 minutes remaining, down 14. Not what the doctor ordered. Fujioka perhaps content now to bring it up slowly. Well, no, they get it inside to Nagaoka, and she's been a machine.
Just you know, incredible mechanics behind that throw. You know, it's just a wrap around because you have to get let an extra bit of height on it.
You saw the 20 turnovers for Chinese Taipei in that graphic.
He's 21 now.
Here we go. Look at this. Always makes the right pass. The three-pointer. And Nagaoka is playing out of her skin.
28 points, incredible. But you know, laid it up on a plate by Fujioka. She must be that must be a 5th assist, I think.
Shooting percentages for those two teams. Here she is now.
She's not finished, Jeff.
There she is again. She gets inside with the left hand. Oh, it doesn't go. I thought it was going in.
And she can allow herself a smile, which is nice to see. I think she's feeling now this is slowly closing itself out at 19. Well, Chinese Taipei have had a miserable 4th quarter, haven't they? What they got?
Just 4 points.
4 points, yeah, 16-4.
Well, I think one of their issues obviously has been sustaining anything that's good for 40 minutes. They got on top of New Zealand, went up by 17, weren't able to slam the door shut. New Zealand came back. Well, Fujioka's not setting the world on fire at the free throw line, that's for sure. She's now 1 of 4 at the line. 7 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. And almost another block and steal. But Nagaoka's without question the player of the game, although in a way you'd almost have to say Mizushima's the heroine, having really kind of carried them in the first half when they needed some inspiration. And Huang Pingchen.
Nice pass from Bao Shilei.
Haven't seen Mawuli tonight. She's going to come in. Asaki with the jump shot. So Japan are booking their place in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup.
That's a get me out of here foul from Nagaoka.
Yes,
she saw the sub on the bench. Yeah.
So Mawuli will come in. Evelyn Mawuli.
Clear the bench time, Jeff.
Yeah, Nishida, Kondo coming in.
We haven't seen Kondo since the 3rd minute of the first period, so she's been really in the doghouse.
Fujioka's coming out. She's. I like how they nod to the scorer's table on the court out of politeness and respect.
Yeah.
So we'll be back to the drawing board for Chinese Taipei. They will come out and play in the classification games. 147 remaining. I don't think they're going to be able to claw this 20-point deficit back.
And that'll be Philippines versus Chinese Taipei, and North Korea versus New Zealand. So New Zealand, on paper, the strongest of those 4. But they won't have an easy game against North Korea, that's for sure.
I think it would also be difficult to beat Chinese Taipei a second time if they were to meet.
Yeah.
Nishida. Feinshan misses. Now Nishida. And Low commits Chinese Taipei's 4th foul. So any more, they'll be shooting free throws. Mawuli hands it off, has it knocked away. Huang Pingchen with a 3-pointer. It's back to a 16-point deficit. You almost hope that Chinese Taipei can make this scoreline more respectable, because it was...
They've deserved to, haven't they?
Yeah.
They deserve to have that scoreline close to the 10.
Rui Machida pulls up. She says, I disagree. I think it should be as big as possible. And Shilei fouled.
Sakura Akaho, Jeff.
Yeah, we haven't seen her tonight until now. Akaho, she's a talent.
She played 3 minutes against Korea and nothing against Australia, but she did play 25 against the Philippines.
So Bao, or Joy Burke, makes both. Don't think we're going to have any more 5 in, 5 outs. There's not enough time. Final 10 seconds. And Machida drives in. Bao, one more chance. Huang Fanchan drives in and misses with the last attempt. So Chinese Taipei came out. They played hard. They played smart. They tried to turn the tables on the two-time defending champions, but Japan win it, 73-57. They qualify for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup and advance to the semifinals here of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Well, folks, let's give it up for Nagaoka. She was the star of the show, 28 points for her. And Chinese Taipei struggled to make shots in the second half. They did out-rebound Japan. How about Yoshida? Yeah, clearly she's not 100%. She came out and gave a champion's effort tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what the numbers were in terms of assists, but she'll be pleased with her effort, I think. There's no doubt about it. There you go. It's 8 assists for Yoshida. That's a good job for her. Nagaoka with 28 points, Takada 9 rebounds, and Huang 17 for Chinese Taipei. 16 rebounds for Bao. That's not bad either, but Bao's scoring is not a strength, I don't think.
So Chinese Taipei dropped to 1-4. Japan improved, 1-3. Japan improved to 3-1. And Nagaoka with the 28, Mizushima with 11, Takada with the 10. Some of the Japanese fans that made the trek will be happy with tonight's results. So Tom Havase was frankly, what would you say? He was just a bit in that first 20 minutes. So it's frustrating 20 minutes. And his team just really got a lift from Mizushima in the first half. In the second half, it was Takada came out strong. It was Nagaoka that came out strong. And they finally got on track and they pulled away for a decisive win. So Chinese Taipei will play in the classification games, and Japan will move on and face the mother of all semifinals against China for the right to get to the title game against the new kids on the block, Australia. And you have to wonder, is this a semifinal that China are looking forward to playing when you consider that Japan have been sort of a thorn in their side in recent times, even without Takashiki. So One last time, 73-57, Japan win it over Chinese Taipei here at the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Three.